Hello students. In last video we have discussed meaning of market and classification of market. In this video we will discuss remaining classification of market and scope of market. The third types of market on the basis of geographical coverage. On the basis of geographical coverage are also classified into four markets: local markets, regional markets, national market, and international market. Local market is a market where the scope of that market has limited to a particular city, particular town, or particular village. That means the scope of that market has limited to only that particular city, particular town, or particular village. That is called as the local market. And in this market, non-durable goods may be exchanged in buyer and seller. Second is that regional market. A regional market is a market where exists of this market in a particular state or different states. That means the scope of regional market is greater than the local market. Here, the scope of regional market has a particular state. That means the person who are willing to purchase the goods or services, they can purchase the goods or services within a particular state. That is called as a regional market. National market, the scope of national market are around to national boundaries of your country. That means India's market, China's market. In that say, or in that way you can say that here scope of your national market is larger than the regional market, because you can exchange your goods or services at national level. Last is that international level. There are some example that European market, Asian market, where the different countries are exchanged the goods or services between the different countries. Therefore, it is called as an international market. These are the four example or four types of on the basis of geographical coverage. Next is that on the basis of magnitude of selling. Magnitude in the sense that quantity of the selling. The first is that wholesale market and retail market. A market where the quantity of goods sold is very high, that is called as a wholesale market. That means the wholesaler are purchase the large amount of quantity of goods or services from the producer. That is called wholesale market, and that wholesaler are sell this quantity of goods or services to retailer as per the requirement. Second market is that retail market. A retail market is a market where the quantity of goods sold is very less as compared to your wholesale market, because in retail market the goods are sold directly to customer. As per the customer will be make a demand of goods or services, so the quantity of sold is very less, and it is depend on the demand of your customer. These are the two types of magnitude of selling. Second, sorry, third, on the basis of time period: short term market and long term and seasonal market. Short term market is a market where the period of that market is very less, for 1 day or for 2 days. We aware that in the village level or in the city level, a certain days has organized a market, or that is called as a short term market. Second is that long term or seasonal market. That market are exist for a particular season. After the completion that season, the market has closed down. Therefore, it is called as a long term or seasonal market. For example, fruits market, vegetables market, because in particular season the some fruits are available. After the completion that season, the fruits are not available, and this market are closed down, therefore it is called as a long term or seasonal market. Then we will discuss scope of market. At the time of increasing the size or coverage of market, it depends on the different several factors, and that factors are affected on the size of your market. We will discuss which are factor are affected on the scope of market, or which are influence on the increase the size of market. First is that commodity. The nature and type of commodity are affected on the size or scope of the market. There are two types of commodities: durable commodities and non-durable commodities. The durable commodities can be extend in national level or international level market, but non-durables goods or commodities you can exchange at a local level market. That is effect on your scope of your market. Next point is that production level. The size and scale of production also affects the extent of market. If the quality of product is large, or if the product size is very large, this product you can make exchange in national level and international level or very distant places. But if the quantity size is very less, then you must be exchange these goods at only the local level or regional level. That affected on the size or scope of your market. Third point is that demand. The level and size of demand determine the extent of market, as well as consumable durables or daily consumption goods have large market in consumption up to luxury goods. That means the customer are demanded more consumable goods, not a luxurious goods. If they are demanded more luxurious goods, then that market can be extend. But every person are try to fulfill their basic need and then luxurious needs. Fourth point, transport. It means that if you have good transport facility, you can exchange your goods or services for distant places. But if you are not a good transport facility, you must be sell or you must be exchange your goods at only the local level or regional level, because you have not good transport facilities. So that affected on the scope of your market. Credit system. Credit system in the sense that some goods are sold on the credit basis, but recovery of that amount are possible only when you sell this good at only the local level. If you are sell this good at national or international level and other parties are not able to pay the amount of your goods or services, then your business has closed down. So that has affected on the scope of our market. How the credit system has given, that affected on the scope of your market. Then trade policy. We know that central government also and state government also has regulated different rules and regulation about the trade. Now we are recently that central government has implemented GST, that affected on the trade, because some seller are charged the GST on the selling the goods or services. That affected increase the size or increase the price of goods or services. But that has one benefit, that implemented in one tax in one nation. That means the here cascading effect of tax has remunerated. So that affected on the scope of your market. These are the some points which are affected on the scope of market. Whatever question, whatever problem you can ask. Thank you.